This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for July 22, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, security scare prankster to no fate on July 27. Siobhan Flowers, the prankster who caused the security scare in Oteria St. Anne last month, is to know his fate on July 27. Last month, he pleaded guilty to creating public mischief and using a computer for malicious communication, but pleaded not guilty for extortion. However, when Flowers appeared before Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Allain in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Friday, his file was incomplete. The accused, who has been in custody since June 3, told the court that he is suffering from great distress. His lawyer said that Flowers is desirous of bail. However, Judge Allain said she was not minded to grant bail as the offenses are serious. The issue of sentencing is to be determined on July 27. Court to rule September 29 on Gabriel Kings' mother's right to privacy claim. The Supreme Court is expected to rule on September 29 whether the lower court erred when it ordered Amoy Leon Issa to allow investigators access to her cellular phone as part of a murder probe. Arguments were heard on the breach of privacy application on Friday by a panel of 3 judges. Leon Issa is seeking to have the court quash a judge's production order granting permission to police to search her phone. During the hearing on Friday, the judges also extended the July 31 deadline by which Leon Issa is expected to comply with the production order. She now has until September 29 to give up the records. Leon Issa is the mother of 9-year-old Gabriel King, who was murdered along the Tucker Main Road in St. James on January 13, 2022. Leon Issa reported to the police that her car had been hijacked with the child inside. The mother has repeatedly failed to provide the passcode to the device in question. Investigators had expressed a desire to analyze information on the device as part of their investigation into the killing of her autistic son. The St. James Parish Court had ruled that Leon Issa is not allowed to be present while her phone is being analyzed by experts, but her attorney and a technology expert could oversee the process. Court to decide if accused Ranko gangsters to be tried together. Prosecutors handling the case against the 12 alleged members of the Ranko Gang on Thursday sought an adjournment in the Home Circuit Division of the Supreme Court to determine whether all the accused should be tried together or separately. The 11 men and 1 woman who are jointly charged with breaches of the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organization Act, commonly referred to as the anti-gang law, were on Thursday brought before Supreme Court Judge Justice Leighton Pusey for a trial readiness hearing. However, a prosecutor, following the announcement of the matter, indicated that certain considerations were to be undertaken to determine whether some matters were to be separated to settle the indictment. Those considerations are still ongoing, and therefore, in the circumstances, the prosecution is seeking an adjournment for those considerations to be completed, he told the court. Justice Pusey, in explaining the development to the accused, said the Crown is trying to decide whether or not to try everybody together or separately. For you, as accused persons, it is going to be something that will assist you to know what the counts are against you individually. You would realize during the bail application that what I was trying to find out was what were the allegations against each person, because you can't just drag everybody together and say, all alone in a gang and you are doing something illegal. What we have to do for the court's purposes is separate the persons and find out what are the allegations, Justice Pusey said. For that reason, we are giving the Crown some more time so that they can take the time and decide exactly how they are going to deal with you, he added. It may mean that after that there are smaller groups. It may mean for some people, quite frankly, that there are more charges, but at least you will know exactly what the situation is, Justice Pusey pointed out. 8 of the accused remained behind the bars while the bail bonds for 4 were extended. The Ranko Gang, which includes 4 cops, has been linked to 17 incidents ranging from shootings, burglary, robbery with aggravation, illegal possession of firearm, shop breaking, conspiracy to murder, and abduction. The offenses allegedly spanned Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, St. Catherine, St. Mary, Trelawney, Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. James between 2019 and 2021. The matter has been adjourned to October 5 this year. Prosecutors continue industrial action. A seek-out by prosecutors from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions affected the sittings of circuit courts for a second day in some parishes. The issue relates to the failure of Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark to respond to concerns about their compensation package. The attorneys first withdrew their service on Thursday. They also issued a letter signed concerning the prosecutors of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, in which they outlined their concerns over their compensation and the conditions of work. But Minister Clark has said the prosecutors stepped out of established processes and good order by not going through their bargaining unit, the Legal Officers Staff Association. Rights group seeks to halt deportation of Haitians. Human rights group Freedom Imaginaries is making a last-ditch effort to stop the deportation of 29 Haitians from Jamaica. It has written to the government, urging it to comply with UN Refugee Agency and the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights directives to suspend the forced return of Haitians. The 24 men and the 5 women were on Tuesday each fined $7,000 or 3 days of hard labor in the Portland Parish Court. The Passport, Immigration and the Citizenship Agency is now making arrangements to have them returned to Haiti. However, in a letter dated July 20, Freedom Imaginaries said the UN Refugee Agency has warned that conditions in Haiti continue to be dire and not conducive to forced returns. The UNHCR has therefore called upon states in the region to suspend the forced return of Haitians to their country, warning that Haitians who are returned to Haiti may face a life-threatening security and health risk and a further displacement inside the country, the group further stated in its letter. It said the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights has also issued a resolution that calls upon members of the Organization of American States to ensure Haitians have access to efficient procedures that guarantee an individualized evaluation of the differentiated protection needs for asylum seekers, refugees, and other groups. Freedom Imaginaries wants the government to refrain from deporting the Haitians and to work with it to provide them with information on their rights. It also wants the government to assess their protection needs in line with international refugee and human rights law. The group had requested a response by 2:30 p.m. Friday. However, up to that time, the government had not replied. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.